Hi everyone, this is Atusa. We are here to make an amazing food together. Please subscribe my channel and like my videos. Thank you.
Hi everyone, today we are going to roast beef brisket for you. Weather is kind of bad right now, it's too moist, so I'm not going to run the barbecue, so I'm going to oven roast one. We just purchased a prime grade beef brisket here, so I already washed the package. Let's remove it from the packaging and wipe it down. Just pat it dry, just for the sake of easier handling on the block. Okay. We're going to go ahead and sharpen knife. Just give the blade a rinse. So as you see, this piece, first of all, being prime, has plenty marbling. There's no issues. Of course, it comes with a lot of exterior fat and some of this hard plug. So I'm going to remove all the hard plug because we don't need it. Clean this up a little bit. I'll take some of the skin off and the gristle. You can cook the fat down with the skin and gristle we don't need. So this is the nose part. The nose is the fattier part. I'm going to take the extra fat off. We don't need it. This piece has plenty of marbling, so it will be tender. And then you see all this part right here in the corner, all the gristle here. Take this off. You don't want to be carving this. It's not bad here on this side. See where it's soft? Leave it alone. And see the hard plug? You can take it down a little bit. Okay, on this side you see some of the skin-like stuff. Take this off also. See the other side, check one more time. Any more excess fat we can take out. The prime grade has a lot more marbling than regular grade, which is USDA choice, or the grade below it, the select. I might be taking off a little more than what you like. It's just a preference. And there's some veins here. Clean those out. Skin is off. There's some glands here. You take those out also. It's just natural. It's not a big deal. So now we're going to get ready to season this and start the baking. And while we're going to go ahead and season this, I'm going to go ahead and rinse off and preheat the oven. I'll be back 1 minute. Preheat oven at 400. What I want to do, like I said, we're not barbecuing this, so we're oven roasting this. I want to get a crust first. So we're going to brown this thing first and then bake it slow. Probably even, I might even partial cover it for about a couple of hours. So for that, we're going to go ahead and use the larger pan. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean a couple of onions. These are a little larger. I'm just going to slice them. And I'm going to create a bed for the brisket to lay on. We just want to create a bed for the roast to lay on. I like to use a shallower pan because the heat gets evenly to the roast. If you use a deeper pan, it's more difficult for the heat to get there, so it's just going to take longer time. We'll just lay this flat, cover the bottom of the pan. So I'll use a little bit of oil, olive oil, just to make it sticky. This way, the seasoning will stick to it. Then I'll use some onion powder. And go ahead and be generous with the seasonings. It's a large roast. Some black pepper. I'm going to season the belly side first, then I'm going to put the fat side up. We'll use some garlic powder, and I have some tender seasoning. This is the prime rib rub. All of this is aromatic because I have all my salt and my basics, so I want to add some aromatic to this thing. So this is Kinder's prime rib rub that I like to use. It's very aromatic. It's not salty. We add the salt separately. We're just using this to add some flavor to this. So we'll put the side down on the onions. Move the tray over. This is just to help the seasoning stick. That's the whole idea. Just a little bit. Thank you there. So, garlic. I got voted down, so we just leave it there. Black pepper. And again, you can season what you like. I have plenty of barbecue, Raw's barbecue seasoning, but I'm gonna treat this like a roast beef because that's how we're cooking it. So we'll just stick with that. Yeah, weather is too humid right now. I have no air flowing, so I'm not doing the barbecue today. This smells really great. This Kinder's prime rib seasoning. I like to use the products. And then I'm going to add a little Worcestershire sauce, just to add a little steak flavor. Also adds a little salt flavor. Okay. And then for all the salt eaters, I'll add a little bit of sea salt as well. Okay, this is ready. It's sitting on a bed of onions. And I'm going to go in at 400. I want to get a crust on this thing first. There's different ways you can cover first and render the fat, cook it down, and then crisp afterwards, or you can crisp first. It doesn't really matter. Just like, let's say when I cook tri-tip, when I cook steaks, you want to get the crust first to be able to seal juices. Now this meat, we're not going to have any issues with tenderness or having flavor or have enough fat. So just have a little fun with it. So oven's ready. I'm going to go ahead put this in. and I'm gonna go in at this temperature for about 2 hours at 400, and we'll follow up with you guys. Nice and center, and we will time this. So we'll follow up in about a couple of hours and we'll check our roast. So we're back. It's been an hour and a half. It's been going at 400 degrees and it's doing fine. So you see, I'll put this on a bed of onion. I figure it's better than just for the roast to be stuck to the foil. The onion is a tenderizer. Also, it's aromatic. So now I'm going to reduce the temperature to 300 and just let it cook slow now. So we have our crust, and that's what we wanted to get. So this is doing fine. So while I have it, maybe I'll baste a little bit. This is shallow, but so I won't be able to use the baster. We'll just use the spoon. It'll just be fine. Smells great. You smell the aromatics from our tender seasoning. So had I left all the fat here, I would have just had more juice or melted fat down here. Like I said, you don't need all of it to cook with, because this has plenty of marbling being prime grade. Okay. So let's go back in. Reduce the temperature to 300 and check it in 1 hour. Hi again. We are on the 3rd hour now. It's been going for an hour now for 300. We reduced it from 400 to 300. So now I'm ready to add some potatoes to this and let it go for the 4th hour. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and add some potatoes in a minute. First, we're going to baste some more. All these good juices. Get a good baste going. You see the roast is reducing because you're just losing the fat. That's all. What's happening is shrinking. Wish you could smell this. This is really good stuff. And tea. Now let's add our baby potato. We season those with little onion powder, little rosemary, and olive oil. Just little basics. We'll just spread those around the roast and let them bake for a little while, and then we will be done with this. And probably I should spread them a little better so they cook evenly. There we go, just like that. There's a lot of aromatic here. Okay, nice and flat. So we'll close this up. And I think for the last hour, for the sake of the potatoes, I'm going to raise the temperature to 350. Make sure our potatoes are going to be done. Okay folks, we're back. This thing's ready now, and it's been resting for a while, for about 20-25 minutes. Total cooking time was 4.5 hours. So let me show you. I did wash my hands. It's easier to work without gloves. So this is what we have. You can hear the crust. See what this looks like. Nice crust, done all the way, nice and tender.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe our channel and like our videos. See you soon.